Each year, September 30th marks the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. For this week's Golden Apple, our reporter Matthew Freeman stopped by Aurora Wasakone community of learners to learn how the school decided to honor the children who were lost to the residential school system.
The National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, also known as Orange Shirt Day, is a commemorative day led by Indigenous communities to raise awareness about the intergenerational impacts of residential schools on Indigenous children, families, and communities.
It's a visual representation of thinking about the past and remembering that every child matters, and that we know in our past in the U.S. and in Canada we treated Native Americans very poorly. Boarding schools happened, a lot of abuse happened, so we wear orange to signify that.
Phyllis Webstead was one who wore an orange shirt to school, and it was taken from her, so we're reclaiming that.
The orange shirt worn by every student and teacher during this walk symbolizes the loss of culture, freedom, and self-esteem that many Indigenous children experienced. Shirts given out for the walk carry the message, every child matters.
It really makes me think of my grandmother, my late grandmother who passed on. She taught kindergarten for 35 years, and I think that she would be really proud of the work that we're doing here, and she worked with children her whole life, and I think that she would be really happy to see children carrying on the culture and the language.
For the second year in a row now, students at Aurora Wasakone Community of Learners don their orange shirts and march to the school forest just a few blocks down the road.
We do our walk so that we can show the community that's walking by and make them wonder, what is this big group of kids doing in these orange shirts? And hopefully that helps them do a little research. They can find out about our school and find out more about that movement of the Orange Shirt Day.
They were really proud of themselves and the work that they had done, and all year long we heard about this walk in our MMIW walk, so the kids were asking this year if we were having a walk, so we definitely are planning to do this every year.
Wallen feels that her role as a non-Indigenous educator is to make sure her students learn the history of the residential schools while also teaching her students that every child matters.
There's a lot of work still to do. So the history of schools and how schools have impacted Native families is heavy. It's a lot of work, and it's really important that educators know what to do to move forward, and so that we can have a better outcome for all of our students.
Reporting in Bemidji for this week's Golden Apple, I'm Matthew Freeman, Lakeland News.
The residential school system operated for over a century, with the first school opening in 1828 and the last school closing just 28 years ago in 1997.